Hi everyone, this is Paulo Haddad, and in this video I'll show you how you can use OpenDSS and Python via py-dss interface in Google Colab. I'm so excited about it because this is something I've been working for a while to make sure that we can use Google Colab in a very easy way. And I think there's two great use cases for it. The first one is for education. If you want to learn or teach distribution systems modeling and simulation, having the capability of using Python in OpenDSS is huge. From experience, most of the things I know about distribution systems modeling and simulation is based on my experience using OpenDSS. Right, so it's huge, and I love this because that's what I do for fun, guys, here in YouTube and with my courses. I teach it, so having a way to do that in an easy way was something I was really looking to create, and that's what we have right now. Second thing that allow us when we use Google Colab is to explore our models. Let's say my goal is to get a feeder model and understand what are the lines I have in the model, what are the power flow from the base case, how many generators, give me some really summary information about the system by using a Jupyter notebook in Google Colab. It's a great way to do that, right? So I think those two use cases are great. Also, when I think about using Jupyter notebooks in Google Colab, I think that when people are learning Python, most of the times they are learning using Jupyter notebooks. So when they get here, they are already used to use those tools. So now just putting OpenDSS as the next skill to learn is easier than now you need to create a virtual environment, and then you need to create a Python project, and then you need to use your IDE, and then you start putting a bunch of things together, and then it might be harder for students. But of course, after you get familiar with OpenDSS using Google Colab, it's a great thing to go to one IDE if you want to do more advanced and complicated projects using Python and OpenDSS. All right, so with all that said, let's get started. So here I have my py-dss interface repository, okay? And we can go to examples. And in here, you're gonna see our first Jupyter notebook that we're gonna look today. And let me open it in Colab. All right, so now I have my notebook. The first thing I'd like to do here in this case is just runtime, and then you go and disconnect it. It's already disconnected, so make sure you do that. And the second thing is go to run all and then clear all outputs, right? So now I have a fresh notebook to start running it. All right, so first thing we do, guys, we go to DSL and we pip install py-dss interface. We are now in version 2.3.0. I managed to provide a Linux version, a view for Linux. So as you can see, it's downloading many Linux and then installing it. So this is our py-dss interface. So no need to build Linux, OpenDSS Linux version or things that I've said before. Now it's straightforward, very easy. First thing done. The tool is in our environment, in our Google Colab environment. Second thing, I need to have the feeder model to be able to run OpenDSS, right? So one way to do that is by cloning a repository that has feeder models. In this case, I will clone this repository that I created, OpenDSS Python examples, and here I'll be providing examples that I'll be using throughout my videos. Great. Now what happened? If you go to files here, you're gonna see that I have now this folder that I just cloned, right? So in this case, I just have for now one feeder, CKT circuit 5 feeder, and all the DSS files, right? Perfect. There are other ways you can use different feeders if you want to. You can upload, a folder with your feeder model. You can mount your Google Drive to it and then run it. But the way I have here is just like cloning this repository. You also can avoid having any external files, any DSS file, if you model your system in a big string, just a Python string, and then you send to OpenDSS. It's just a string, so you don't need external files, but something else that we can address later if you think it's worth. All right, so now we have tool, we have model. Now let's just go and import py-dss-interface and check what is the version I have. 230. Let's also get what is the DSS file that I want to compile. So it's the master CKT5 that you can go here, and here we go. This is the guy. All right, so let's run it. Now let's create the DSS object, and here we go. It tells that it started successfully and tells me the OpenDSS version and where's the backend we are using, Linux C++. Now let's clear memory and of OpenDSS and compile that master file. Boom, here we go. And now let's solve it, do a power flow. Then just that you are aware, when we are using OpenDSS in Windows and we do any show command, show voltage like neutral nodes, for instance, we're gonna have a file popping up, right? But here in this Linux environment, we don't have a system to do that for us. So to avoid any problem, you need to make sure that you turn off the show reports so it doesn't pop up, right? So, but when you run it, you save this file in this environment, and you can find where is the folder by using DSS-interface data path, and here's where we have it. So you can go down here and put, I guess it's the last one. Let me open this, and here's the voltage file that we just exported. Okay, you could change this file, this address if you want to, no problem. And then here we have finally the option to run anything we have in our py-dss interface. So in this case here, dss.circuit.total, but you could go here DSS and then maybe there's something else, CKT, C, or whatever, right? So you can use everything available in py-dss interface here in Google Colab. And I think that's the great opportunity to mention that if you really want to learn how to control OpenDSS via Python, I recommend you to look at my courses. So here's the web page. There's a fundamentals course that it's free. You can join it and take it. It's great. You're gonna learn about the basics of OpenDSS, but also there is the py-dss interface, in which I think the first 2 modules are free, so you can see if you like my teaching style and if that's for you, in which then I show you how really to control OpenDSS via Python. And that's important, guys. You need at least see one time the concepts and something structured, right, that teaches you what's happening, because later then you can start using AI to help you with that. But I do think if you start using AI without knowing py-dss interface or how you control OpenDSS well, it's gonna be a waste of time for sure. You're gonna be mad with AI for sure. So I do think this is a way to change education if you wanna teach or learn distribution systems. I also think that it's useful for you to explore any model you have. With that said, guys, thanks so much for being here. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so. I think that helps a lot the algorithm, and give me a thumbs up as well. If you have anything in mind that you want to share with me, don't forget to put in the comment section below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next one.